Okay. Now we're going to try this and see if this worked. See if this worked. When you guys start coming in, we'll fix it and go from there. Right? We're still a minute before we technically are starting. Is it better now? Is my synced up properly? How does it sound now? Audio is synced. That's what I want to hear. So next time we'll have to make sure that we get this figured out up front. But thanks for your help. It's good to make it get it all proper. So we're in good shape now. Yes, good, awesome. All right. Well, we're there. We got there. So the cool thing about this setup is when we talk about something, I can actually pull up a tab in in the browser, and I can actually share that with you guys. So we can talk about all different types of things. So, for instance, the knife I was talking about right here, that the knife Joker sent out. This is his exclusive. Dude, this thing is incredible. Crewware steel might be my new favorite steel, like ever. Let me show you what happens. I can hit screen sharing here. I could share this. So now you guys can see me and you can see what I'm seeing as well, which is pretty awesome. So this is the knife that I am currently carrying. The price is actually pretty good. Actually, didn't know what the price was, but yeah, pair of three. Now they're calling this deep forest green. But like look at the pictures. The pictures don't look like they're green. You know what I'm saying? It looks blue to me. And it looks blue in real life. Like it doesn't feel very green like to me. No. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. I don't know. You guys be the judge. That's what it says. It says deep forest green, but it certainly looks like a blue to me. Like it looks bluish. I look, it doesn't really matter. It looks good. That's what matters. It's not black though. It's definitely like more of a bluish green thing going on. Cutting leather. How did you break the tip cutting leather? I mean, this is a pretty stout tip. I mean, if you're just press cutting it, I don't see how that would cut it. How would break the leather? Break the tip. I mean. Welcome, welcome. All right. So let me. Okay, so let's go back to this for a second. So I got a question for you guys. I wanted to talk about these. So I bought three new Leathermans. Okay. I think I did, didn't I? Oh wait, because we used the new stream. I got you right. Good call. Good call. Good call. Let me go over to pin the. I'm gonna pin the new live. I gotta pin the giveaway. Okay, let's do it one more time. Okay, there we go. Got that pinned. Let me go back over here. All right, here we go. So it should be good. It should be pinned. Now, the only problem I've noticed so far with doing it this way, I'm using Restream. We're gonna try it for a little while. Is that the real problem is that I can't tell when people have joined as members. So, Tim, since you're here, if you don't mind, if people start joining as members, can you just let me know just so I can say thank you? I feel bad if I miss it. So, if you can, just let me know, just in case it happens. So, we just had the member giveaway for January. So, we are going to send out those knives next couple days. I have a video coming up about the two that we talked about, the S35 VN knives from K-Bar. So, that'll be cool. So the question is, do we have to re-enter? No, you don't have to re-enter. In fact, you only enter one time. So you just enter one time and you're good to go. The form is sort of independent, so it doesn't have anything to do with the actual stream itself. All right. If you have any other questions, let me see if I missed anything. No, so you definitely don't need to fill the form in a second time. If you've already done it, you're good to go. So here's my question for you. I have 3 Leathermans here. Okay. I just bought 3. So in one of these boxes is what I consider the best value Leatherman right now, like the best buy. The second one is the second best. And then the third one is probably the hottest, most popular one right now. So what are the 3 tools? What do you think the 3 tools are? It's 3 different Leathermans. So what do you think the 3 tools are that I have in this package here? What do you guys think? Curious to see if you guys can guess what they are. Palmer got one of the 3. Have you seen a crunch style Leatherman from another brand as of yet? Nope, and there probably never will be because to make one like that, you have to have a certain level of engineering and manufacturing quality control. And very few brands have the ability to do it and then have the want to do it because it was already kind of a limited uh, demand. So Tim thinks it's the Wave, Rebar, and the Arc. You only got one. Jonathan Jonathan got 2 of them. Jonathan got 2. Let's see if he can figure out the third one. Brandon got 2 of them. No. I see a bunch of people that have 2 of the 3 that I think are the best. You know, they're interestingly, I don't see Bond's got 2 of sorry, Tim's got 2 of the 3. Okay. The thing, you know what the thing people are missing is they've discounted one specific tool. Like they have forgotten about this bad boy, the curl. I think right now the 2 best tools, the 2 best Leatherman tools value wise and just overall, like you get a good package that I can back up are the Leatherman Bond, which is number 1, probably the best value, Leatherman right now, and then number 2 is the curl. Because with the cutter fiasco, how could I suggest that people buy a Leatherman that's worse than the one that they purchased in 2018? Think about that. Like, it's more expensive and they're worse. How could I possibly recommend them? You know what I mean? Yeah, Palmer. So it's the curl, the bond, and the arc. Those are the 3. And yes, I did get a second Leatherman arc. So I have my customized one right here that I've been carrying quite a bit. But yeah, I got a second one because I think I need one that's unchanged so we can use it as a reference because it's going to be an important tool for a long time. And yes, it has problems with the cutters. We're going to test that. I want to take a second chance at that because, excuse me, Leatherman kind of did a one over on me. Now, maybe this was accidental, but the cutters that they sent me were the old style. So I thought I was really excited because I thought they were fixing it. Come to find out that everyone else that got replacements got the newer ones, the bad ones. So I want to test that. And I also want to reiterate that they're still sending out the crap cutters. So Todd, this is the same problem. Like the Surge is definitely the king of the multi-tools for someone who already knows what they want, right? The Surge and the Super Tool 300 are both tools designed for people who already know what they want, right? They know what they want to carry. They're either one of 2 camps with that. They either want a full toolbox like the Surge, or they want something that's independently just really good by itself. Both have their own reasons. But rarely would it make sense to gift either of those two items to anyone without knowing them really well, right? So yes, it's a king of multi-tools, but the 2024 version is more expensive than it's ever been, and it's worse than it's ever been. So think about that. That's crazy, right? So, I'm going to pull this. I'm glad I could take comments and show it. So, Todd says the Arc is highly overpriced for MagnaCut that performs like 14C. And the reason it looks like it performs like 14C 28 is because the thickness of the grind, it is really thick behind the edge. This is like super thick behind the edge, way thicker than it needed to be. The Garage Series 5 tool was way thinner and would probably be a much better performance like comparison than if you were to show it. If this was in 14C, I promise you it would have half the edge retention, and it's because of how thick it is behind the edge. It's really stout right there. That's the biggest reason why you're seeing such a big difference. just uh Just don't try to cut hard wire on the hole, and the cutters work great. So still, the problem is that they're still worse than they used to be. And nothing is going to change my the taste in my mouth for accepting something that has been downgraded not once but twice by Leatherman. Twice they have downgraded the cutters. When they first released them, they were in 154 cm, and no one bought any extras because they never broke. I still have tools that have 154 cm cutters that never broke ever. And then they downgraded them to premium steel, and no one noticed because only the tradesmen knew them, and maybe farmers and so on used them hard enough that you could really wear through a set of cutters. So they noticed, but no one else did. So no one really cared. So not enough people cared. And with this new introduction, it is strictly worse than the last two generations. So there you go. I don't accept that. I don't accept companies making products more expensive and worse the following years. I will not accept that. That's just crap. Okay. Do you think we'll ever see a squirt replacement from Leatherman, or are they done with pliers in that size? Yes, they are done with pliers in that size. And yeah, they are. And here's why. And I don't blame them for this. They have a 25-year warranty they were placing on those small tools. They could release small tools again if they didn't have the warranty. The problem is people were abusing it by using the pliers like they were a larger pair of pliers, and they were breaking the pliers. And of course, that's covered by warranty. So they were sending them back. And I have comments from that squirt video where people were saying they had them replaced 3 to 4 times, and no company can afford to do that. No company can afford to do that. So I don't blame them. They can't afford to sustain that kind of replacement system. I think you're going to have to depend on people like Next Tool to make something in that size range. Yeah. So let's see. Whatever this. So the HRC was tested at 60.5, which is that is pretty low for MagnaCut, but it's not surprising for a company who is mass producing this stuff. Um, Even at 60.5, that's still quite a bit better performance than the S30V that they had, the 154 CM that they had, and the 428C. So there is that. Obviously, it's not ideal. I mean, a true, like, according to the data, there is a inflection point in the HRC at 62.5. And at that is where the toughness and the edge retention have been maximized together as a total. Like that's where they come at their highest point together. As you go past that, you get diminishing returns in edge retention. And if you go before that, you get diminishing returns in toughness. So yes, 60.5 is a very tough version of uh, MagnaCut, but not very good on edge retention. But even then, um, Cedric and Pete from Cedric and Ada did a test on it, and it performed decently. It didn't perform great, but it performed okay. Is blade geometry more important than blade steel? 1000% more important. 1000% more important. Like they actually, you got to watch this interview. Zach from Zach in the Wild did an interview with uh, uh, Laren Thomas, and he basically said in his testing, he has quantifiable evidence to prove that it's more important not only than the steel, but in the actual heat treatment itself. It's more important than the heat treatment, which really blew my mind. Let me see. I gotta jump down here. Okay. I'm seeing a decent amount of confusion regarding the GAW. You might want to write up a short summary for new viewers. That's true. I agree, Isaiah. The good part is when you click on the document, it explains in that first little section exactly what you need to do. Just says, but maybe I need to add even more information there. So if you don't think that's enough, can you let me know? Because I will make adjustments to the template so that in the future we will. But yes, um, if you have not already entered the giveaway, you need to go and click on the Google Doc that is pinned in the chat in over on YouTube, and then you can fill out the information. Only do this once, and then we will do a drawing at 9:45. That's in half an hour, and we'll have what looks like at least one winner and possibly two. If we hit 200 concurrent viewers before that point. Oh, no, I did not see that, Tim. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ramses, for being a channel partner for 4 months. That's awesome. Let me go check over and see what I missed. This is the only problem I'm having with this. I don't get to see it. Thank you, Ramses. You're awesome. I'm so happy to have you and everyone else as well. So appreciate it. All right. It's okay. Kathleen, some people have coming in for the first time, and I want to be, as clear as possible. All right. So any long-term comments for use of the Lander 2? Looking for it at first EDC knife. Here's your problem. If you go with that as your first EDC knife, you will be forever ruined. You know that, right? Like you can't start out at a knife that good sometimes. You have to be careful because like if you start out with a knife that's as good as the Lander 2, you're going to forever be jaded. I mean, that has an adjustable clutch lock. It's got great cutting geometry. It comes in S35 VN. I mean, you're really you're jumping like from step one to like, you know, I'm okay. I agree with it. You're gonna not regret it. My concern, if it's a first knife, is that you might like it so much, or you might be so worried about it that you won't treat it like a knife. So my suggestion is to pick a price point that you feel comfortable. You know you'll use it like a tool. Find a good one at that price point, and then slowly work your way up until you're sure that you're still treating them as knives. That's my biggest recommendation for you. The Lander 2 is excellent though. If you feel comfortable, that price doesn't hurt your feelings, then yes, I think you'll love it. It's a great knife. There's so many good knives out there, like $30. I did a whole video on $30 knives. Speaking of $30 knives, you want to talk about a crazy deal right now? I just talked about it in my community section. I was like, "Is this for real? Is everyone seeing this too?" I got these guys. This was like 23 or 24 bucks. This knife is in 14C28N on bearings with a pocket clip that tucks in underneath the G10 scales with good D10. This is $23, guys. It's crazy. Absolutely insane. Like, very impressive. You know what it is, though? This company is trying to establish itself. It's trying to compete with a lot of other people, so they're releasing it at a really low price up front. That's what's happening. I think it's stretched you. The Baby Banter is a phenomenal first knife. Phenomenal knife. That would be one of my favorites to pick up first time. No, I mean that price, but I know here's how I know it's 14C. This company went out of its way to make a pivot with their emblem on it. Like they're making they have really nice boxes. Like they're trying to establish themselves. You can tell who's doing that and who's just trying to make a buck. And this company has a lot of potential. Like I have another one, the other ones in black, and they are really well done. So I'm going to be doing a review of that. That's insane. They will go up in price though because um, they're doing it probably just as a trial to get started. So Kathleen, I have it in my community section. I just posted it recently. The company is VNLA. I don't know what that is. So something is nit. Okay, I keep forgetting I could do this. Is Nitro V a good steel for EDC knife? Absolutely. Nitro V and 14C28 are both incredible steels. You could probably not even need to go up any higher. They're very similar in properties, and yeah, you will definitely like them. Absolutely, it's a good one. Yeah, like Chris. Here we go. I keep forgetting I can do this. I would go with the Civivi Mini Praxis. Great knife, disappears in the pocket, and it's $30. It's 30 bucks. I will say though, if you're going to go with a knife that's at the top of the top of the top, I think Crewware might be the only steel in the world that beats out MagnaCut both on edge retention and toughness simultaneously. Can you think of any other steels that do that? I don't think there is one. I generally don't. Which knife did I use? Come on, give me a break. I would do that for charity. I shave my face with an actual with a knife. Man, what a hack job that would be. Such a hack job. Yeah, that would not be good. Yeah, crewware is there's very few steels I think that are in that class. Very few. Except so this is a misleading statement. MagnaCut is basically a stainless crewware. That is not true. It is not true. So crewware is absolutely going to hold a fine edge better than MagnaCut. There's no question about that. And especially if we're doing it at the same hardness. If we do one at 62.5, the other one at 62.5, crewware will always beat it on both toughness and edge retention. Um, and it's okay. It's okay for that to happen because where it falls down, of course, is corrosion resistance. Right? It doesn't have the corrosion resistance. Whereas like MagnaCut's like a 9.5 out of 10. Yeah, PM2. PM2 is a great knife. Great knife. I actually, it's weird. I've had a PM2. I much prefer the PM3. Like when we go to the larger size knives, the MKM, no, sorry, not the MKM. The KnifeWorks exclusive Ritter Hogue in MagnaCut is the way to go. And that is even bigger than the PM2 in pocket because it has a wider, more hand-filling handle. All right, so what are we at? We are at 9:23. So anybody who just came in, please make sure you fill out the what is it? Fill out the Google sheet that is pinned in the chat so you can be entered. You only need to enter one time. Yeah, I linked both of them in that post where I asked if this is the price you guys are seeing. So I linked both of them there. I could also go look at it here, but I'm going to do a separate review of them. But if you guys want to get a head start on the price, feel free to jump on it now. They seem pretty solid for me, though. Thank you. I appreciate it. No, really, it was weird. It just like, oh wait, I'm at 200. That was kind of my feeling. I was like, oh yeah, it happened. I was more excited about the article, to be honest. But the 200 feels good, and I want to say a big thank you to everyone. I really appreciate the support, guys. I do. All right. As always, Tim is on it. Okay, so here's what I want to do. You know what I do want to do since we have a little bit of time? I want to open this one right here because I heard that they did something, maybe because of what happened with all the complaints and what Ben and I said when they first released the Leatherman Bond. I think this one is different. I think it's different. So here's the Leatherman Bond. And what I believe they have done, the hell? I'm annoyed. It's the same one. Where's the good one? I saw that they changed it. Why did I get this one? I'm kind of annoyed now. Oh, Justin L. just thank you. Thank you so much, Justin. I really appreciate it. Welcome all the new channel members. Don't forget, at the end of the month, we have a giveaway just for channel members as well. And I will also give priority time to answering all members' posts. So I go and check that once a week. And anything I missed from members, I go back and I answer if there are any questions. So thank you guys. I appreciate that. This is a real disappointment. I saw pictures of the new blade and I got the old one. So I will be returning this to Leatherman and sending them a nastygram because that ticks me off because the whole point in ordering another Bond was to get one that had the fix, and this is not fixed. So that's going back. That ticks me off. I mean, they even have pictures of the new blade on their website. So this is the old one. This is the one that was flawed. Not happy. How bad is the blade issue? Okay, so it's not that it's bad as bad, like it's not that it's terrible, but they just released a fix for it. Like the whole point in getting the new updated Bond is so I could prove that it was like unequivocally better than almost anything else. Like now I can't use this as the reference point, right? I can't use this because it has the same problem as my other Leatherman Bond. Like the whole point was to show the comparison between the two because they had the new ones. Like, why are they sending me the old one? That's really annoying. Anyway, I'll figure that out later. It's very annoying. No, it's sending out old stock from the reason I bought it from Leatherman's website is because they had the new pictures on there. So I figured, okay, they're gonna send me the new one, right? Because that's what pictures are. Nope. Nope, they sent me the old one. Sent me the old one. Real nice of them. So I also had to get a curl because oh wait, this is the wrong one. This is the arc. I also had to get another curl because I traded, I can't remember trade or sold or give away my other curl. They saw the one I made with the saw and they're like, oh, can I get that? I think it was a trade. It was a trade, I'm pretty sure. Love this tool. Now this one as is, without any changes, is what I would call the number 2. And with the Bond being number 1, if it's got the fixed blade, which right now I'm a little annoyed about. So I'm gonna contact them again and get that figured out because that is awfully annoying. Can we viewers help it? No, I just don't get it. You can't borrow on your credibility indefinitely. You can't. You gotta do it. But at least the curl is good. The curl is good. You know, curl's really good. And it doesn't have those replaceable cutters. This is actually a stronger plier than the one on the Leatherman Wave. Let's see if it's got the lockup problem. Nope, no lockup problem. That's good. Yeah, actually pretty solid. So that works pretty good. Not over tightened so far. See if we pull these out. No problem. Not bad. It's a little tight, but not too bad. Yeah, could do it. Yeah, all good. That's pretty much okay. I'm okay with that. Let's put that back in there for now. All right. I love having a multi-tool on me all the time, but I don't use it often enough to invest a ton of money. And I agree. That's probably most people, which is why I believe the Leatherman Curl is a better choice than the Leatherman Wave. Leatherman Wave, $120. Issues with the cutters. Doesn't have a reamer all. Much heavier. Leatherman Curl doesn't have replaceable cutters. Stronger plier head. Much lighter. Much thinner. And it's 90, so it's $30 cheaper. So I think that's a better investment. And it completely outclasses the Wingman, like completely. All right. Let's see what else did I miss. Leatherman knows they have loyal fanboy following, and they only treat them like dirt. They can only do it so long. I've already talked to a lot of people who like not buy a Leatherman anymore. Now, part of it is while that was happening, there was no other alternative. Now we have the Victorinox MX Clip, right? We have companies like Roxxon kicking it up really hard, like they're really starting to turn up the notch on everything. I think they have 5 years to get their act in gear. If they don't, I think they're going to really struggle. I think they're going to go the way Maglite is if they're not careful. I use my multi-tool a lot and still have a knockoff from Fleece. I mean, it's not a knockoff, okay? It's a clone of a tool and of a tool that has been around for more than 20 years and the patents are expired. The way it should be, which is that if you can't figure out how to take advantage in a 20-year period, that's no one else's fault. I mean, that they had 20 years, and 20 years is a really good run, and they did a very good job. So there you go. See what else we got. Nisma and Love Carry. Sog PowerPoint is the only Sog I like. Leatherman, no, Leathermans are not the Apple in the world of multi tools because how often have you gotten an Apple phone and it's messed up out of the box? Let me put it this way, it's not 25% of the time, which is true when I open Leatherman tools. I have opened like 50 plus in 5 years, 50, and 25% have issues out of the box. Apple would have sunk itself a long time ago if it had that bad quality control. And it's not just me, by the way. I have a friend, Dale, who has bought even more than me, and his percentages are even worse. Reaming them. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, that's funny. Oh man. No, so there's that. I also got the Leatherman Arc, of course. So that's cool. We'll check out those on a future video. So, I didn't do. I didn't pick out what we were winning this time around. And you see this box right here? You can see this box right here in the corner. That box is full to the top of stuff that I can give away. So, lots of stuff. Lots of stuff to be given away. So, I will check it out. Oops, wrong one. Wrist check. So today I am wearing a customized G-Shock Square. So this is a steel case that I bought, and it made this watch so much better, in my opinion. Just way more wearable, really enjoyable. I do enjoy it. Now, this is the one that has the multi-band 6 and the wave function with also the phases of the moon. So that's pretty cool. What is it? I've had like 18 lemons and I've never had one messed up out of the box. That's amazing, right? Like, so 18 Leathermans. I bought all of mine in the last 5 years, and I kid you not, 25% of them. Now, here's the thing: seven, I believe, of those. So here's the problem. It's a little bit skewed, and here's why. I bought 10 Leatherman bolsters. I had to return 6 because all of them had that issue where the cutters don't touch, right? Because there's something wrong where the tips kind of pull together and then the cutters can't actually close. So 6 out of 10 of those had that issue. So 6 out of 10. So that was 6 right there on the spots. That's a huge percentage. And then there was a bunch that had plier lockup issues, which I've talked about multiple times on the channel. And those are fixable, but most people don't know how to fix it. And then I had 2 or 3 that were tightened down so hard you could not deploy anything. They were unusable. So there's that. So there was a bunch of them that were not so good. Yeah, I okay, I'll bring up the question. Have you seen the Casios that have Bluetooth that can help you find your phone? I have one and I'm selling it and giving it, or I gave it away last time. And the reason is because the connection with your phone is not constant and not easy. So like you go to click it and it's not connected. It's like, oh, I have to connect to the phone first. So it's useless. It's completely worthless. I would always take multiband 6 of a Casio over some Bluetooth stuff that they came up with. So yeah, I don't really think it's not a good hybrid. Jeremy, I'm not sure what the model number of that G-Shock is. I forget. I forget off the top of my head. I do. It wasn't a cheaper one. It was more expensive, about 120 or so dollars. Is excellent though. Has it, but it had a really like shiny, weirdly colored like band, and it just never felt good, especially in the summertime. It was not very fun. Yeah, and this is the thing. You're spending that much on a Leatherman, you shouldn't have to fix stuff out of the box. I want people to buy something and have the kind of experience I had when I first got my Leatherman Wave, my original Leatherman Wave. Speaking of that, check this out. I just got a replacement for the collection. I lost mine when I first got it about 6 or 7 years after. And I had one just to keep for the collection. I'm working on like lining them all up in order. And I found one in really good condition with a leather sheath that actually was in really good shape. So I'm being very gentle with it because I've already had the super tool sheath rip on me because I didn't condition the leather. This Leatherman Wave is in great condition. Great condition. I will be restoring it even further, and I will be carrying this tool as is with the leather sheath because it's a wonderful tool. It was just a phenomenal tool. Never needed a big kit. This thing was always great by itself. Never needed anything else, you know? Casio Mudman is huge. It's huge. You got big wrist, it works. The Bond is one of the best things they've made, even with the blade issues, which they technically have fixed, and I will get the other one as soon as I can. But the curl, as of right now, according to this, if they kept that blade thing, I would put the curl number one. Yeah, this is the problem right here. This is it. My bond was overly tight, didn't make a good first impression. I like how lightweight it is, though. But the thing is, it shouldn't be messed up out of the box. Every Victorinox you open out of the box, and it doesn't matter whether it's a Swiss Army knife or Swiss tool, will be perfect every time. I've never seen one busted out of the box ever. And there's like their pliers are glassy smooth right out of the box, glassy, like really nice. And now they're cheaper than Leathermans. That's a really big problem for them. Like they have stayed basically the same price, and they were more expensive than Leatherman, and now Leatherman's as expensive as they are with worse quality control. Not a good place to be. Okay. Uh, I don't know anything about Yeti buying Misty Ranch. Sorry, I can't help you with that one. Well, from what I heard after the fiasco with the free series, a lot of people were let go from the quality control department over at Leatherman. That's what I've heard. I don't know if it's true. And if that's the case, it would explain a lot about quality controls we're seeing in a lot of tools. That would explain something. I don't know if it's true, but it would explain a lot. See, let's get all the way to the bottom here. Quality control is a big problem. You got to be consistent. And then when a problem comes up, you can't just like hide it. You have to get it up front on it. And the problem was with the Leatherman Arc, especially with the cutters, they haven't even said anything publicly about it. Nothing at all. So they're leaving it to me, I guess. Probably not a good call. Especially now that I'm ticked off that they sent me the proper ones, cutters, and I thought that they were doing the right thing for everyone. And it turns out they weren't doing that. So not a good call. Do you think Roxxon or other brands would come out with higher end blades? Yes, they will. Like I've already talked to the owner of Roxxon. That is something that they're thinking about in the future. But they first have to establish enough of repetitive market for them to invest or think it's worth investing in that kind of thing, right? Tony with an I gifted 10 channel partner memberships. Thank you so much for that, Tony. I appreciate it. And thank you. I'm sure everyone's going to enjoy it. Make sure that if you did become a channel partner as a gift, make sure that you enter the giveaway at the end of the month, and I will be posting that in the community section of YouTube. So make sure you do that. Let's see, what else did I make? Oh, there's Dale. There we go. So Dale, um, wait, I got the wrong one. So Dale is one of my best buds. He is way more knowledgeable in multi-tools than I am. He really is. Genuinely. Dale is the man. When you told me how many tools were messed up out of the box, I couldn't even believe it. I couldn't even believe it. Like I was like, I thought I was the one that had some weird fluke. Turns out it wasn't the case. So let's see, Swiss tools. I got some Swiss tools. Where do they have the Swiss tools? Hold on a second. Let's see, where are the Swiss tools? They're spread out all over the place. Figure out where I put them. What am I doing looking through this stuff dark with dark? Yes, not so helpful. I know I saw one earlier. There it is. Okay. All right. So I mean, just look at the quality of a Swiss tool. Like, that is. This is what you get when you get a Swiss tool. Look at this. This is every single Swiss tool you'll ever get is like this. And yes, I have heard that the plier heads do loosen over time. I've heard of that. I've heard of issues, and I also know that Victorinox will fix it. They should improve on that issue. But yeah, overall, I mean, quality is incredible, right? What did I miss? Anything? You you should check it. Like check first of all the couple things to check. So this is like what you should do when you get a Leatherman. So take it out of the box, check the pliers. If it's loose, do this. Take the handles with both hands, take it like this and squeeze it. Let me show you. Like this. This is what you want to do. Take it like that and squeeze. What will happen sometimes, and it happened just now with this one. Has a little bit. It has it a little bit, but not that bad. Look at how much it tightened up. See that? That's overpeening. That means they overpeened it. Now, this one I've worked out a little bit, but some of them are really bad. They'll like lock up to the point where even this will disengage first before you can open it. It's something you always should do with every single Leatherman. And if it messes it up, send it back. All right. So, oh, it's almost time. Okay, so another minute. So make sure that you guys have this ready to rock and roll. On the giveaway, make sure that you guys have done it. We passed 200, so we have 2 winners for sure. And then let me see what we got here. And by the way, thank you, Tim, for keeping me up on everything that's happening over on YouTube. It's a little bit, it is a little annoying that I don't get to see when memberships join and so on. So that's unfortunate. But thanks thanks to Tim, we were kind of keeping up on it a little bit. So I appreciate it. Definitely want to make sure you get your entry into the form. So make sure you finish that. I cut it off at exactly 9:45. All right. So you're saying the charge TTI is loose. There is a way to fix it and improve it. I've seen a technique using a socket. I just wish they all had those adjustable pivots like some of the Garage Series tools did. That was such a good idea. So chicken fried steak. The link was pinned in the chat. It's pinned at the top. It is the Google form. All right. So we are at 9:45. So we're going to go over, and here's what I'm going to do. Let me go to the gun. So 219. Link to sheets. Create. So here's the cool part. Now, with the way we're doing this, I can actually show that I'm actually pulling a certain number now this time. So when we need to go from 2 to, so we have 217. Okay. So 2 to 217, 217. All right, so what I'm going to do, and here we go. So check this out. So what we're going to do is you're going to be able to see I'm using random.org. And what I usually do is I take the third number each time. So we're going to draw the first winner, and then I will find it on the spreadsheet, and then I will let you know who that is. So first number is 1, 2, and then third one is 79. So 79 is our first winner. And yeah, we'll talk about what we're winning in just a second. I always make it good, don't worry. And this is an international GA for anybody who did enter. I mean, it says it there, but just in case. I say 70. Did I say 79? 79. 79. Okay, so the YouTube profile is Ilya Kristinsky. Ilya Kristinsky. All right, let me go back to the thing. Yes, it is international. Yes, it is international. Now I'm gonna let if they can just come in for a second, that would be great. Let me find the knife that I was planning on doing for the first one. All right, here's the second one. Not this one, which is the. Well, I know what the first one's going to be, so we'll start there. So is Ilya here? Did I see it? There we go. Ilya, you're good to go. And let me show you what you're winning. Give me 1 second. Let me just type it in so I don't forget. So what you're going to be winning, and I haven't shown you the video yet, but I've already filmed it. So what you're going to be winning is this Kaiser knife right here. This is the brand new Sub 3. It's actually a what do you call it? A clutch lock with aluminum handles, 154 cm blade. So really nice little knife. I think you're going to like it. So here you go right here. I'll be sending that out real soon. So I just finished filming that today. So perfect. Oh yeah, good point. Let me stop screen sharing. So I'll pull it out just for fun, because you only have 2 people for this one. So we have this knife, and let me pull it out. It is quite good. I did enjoy it. Hope you're right-handed. That's the only thing I'm going to say. So this is the knife right here. Very good action. Aluminum handles, 154 cm blade, thumb studs. Very, very nice. So this is the knife. All right, and it comes with additional hardware, which is kind of cool. A couple stickers. And there you go. Rock and roll. All right, so that's going to be the first one. I will put that over here so I know. Let me see. We'll do a bunch of questions. I'll hang out for a little bit longer after this, so don't worry, guys. If you do want to ask a question, just save it till after we do one more drawing, then we're good to go. Okay, so let me go back to all right, so we are going to pick the next winner. 1, 2, and then this last one. 101. Let me take a look. 101. Oh, wow. No lie, I swear to God. Winner 2 is Tommy Boy 8341. It's Tommy Boy here. Let me see what we got. What do we got here? What are we going with? What are we going with today? I'm going to have to organize this thing. Okay, you know what we're going to do? Do this one. Okay, let me take a look at this one. I can't remember what's in this. Let's take a look. First off, let's make sure they're here. All right, perfect. Congratulations, Tommy Boy. All right, let me see what's in this. I cannot remember what knife this is. Okay, not that one. Sure. Let's take a look. I think what we're going to do is really should have figured this out beforehand. That's my fault. Too many good choices. You know what? We will do the other one. I take it back. We're going to do this one. So this is another knife that's in that same video where we talked about the Kaiser knives, and it's one from Concept. This is a nice knife. It's a really nice knife. So this is a smaller knife. Check this. Okay, we're going to put the big screen back on here. And this. All right, so check this out. Titanium frame lock, mill titanium clip. Beautiful Damascus steel blade. Marble carbon fiber. Very nice knife. Very nice indeed. Boom. So that I have some. I'm gonna have to reorganize that box so I at least know what I'm looking for because there's way too much stuff in there. Loving this. This is a nice knife for sure. So there you go, Tommy. Very premium knife. Damascus, titanium, carbon fiber, got all the fancy stuff going on. And it's a nice, elegant knife for special occasions and that kind of thing. So there you go. So I'm going to put that down. This is called, let me check the name. This one is called the AGI, the AGI. That's what this is. Write that down. I want to say Concept, Kaiser, these guys just send knives. They don't have any requirements. They're always really nice pieces. I'm just really thankful that they're able to do that because I'm able to pass these along. And these are some really nice knives. Really, really nice indeed. And it's yours. You could do what you want to do with it. All right, so there you go. There's two winners ready to rock and roll. Fat guy. That's like dating you, man. Little Tommy boy action. Or is it just that that became a meme on the internet and now everyone knows it because it's like been posted to the internet, just that one little scene? All right, so there you go. So we have this one and this. Whoa, this one is not the one we're giving away. That's gonna have to be like some special prize for like super premium for later time. All right, so well, I'm here for at least a little bit longer here. If you guys got any more questions, we can answer them. I'm gonna check over at Instagram, see what I've missed, because this is actually streaming to both, which is pretty cool. So people are talking about purchasing the modular multi-tool from Roxxon. I have some exciting news. That is coming. It's on the way now to me. Yeah. There will be Max Giving this year. I promise you that. We will definitely be having Max Giving. When did we celebrate it? Was it before Thanksgiving or was it after? I forget. Uh, Lou asked, "What was your favorite item from Shot Show?" You know what? Here's what's crazy. I liked the Flex, and I think the Flex was a really big surprise for me. But that feels like a cop out right now. Do you know what booth I went back twice to because I was so impressed? The Coast booth. I'm telling you, Coast flashlights, they have dramatically changed their lineup to the point where I'm just like shocked. They have a headlamp that is voice command. And a lot of their headlamps have like lights on the back, so if you're running, you can they could show from behind. It's awesome. The Roxxon is coming my way, so I'm getting a pre-production sample coming soon. I was told that as soon as I get it, I could start talking about it. So you better believe I'm going to. So guys, you don't have to email me. You already put your email into uh, the giveaway thing. So I already have it. So you don't have to worry. You don't have to do anything else. I'm going to send you an email with your 4-digit code, right? And that way you know it's me, and then it's simple from there. Oh, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. So LC200N Drop Bear versus Lander 2. Oh my goodness. That's a tough one. Oh, wait, I need a flashlight. I need a flashlight. Hold on a second. So Lander 2 and Kaiser Drop Bear. All right. So these are two of some of my absolute favorite knives by their respective companies, right? So this is the Kaiser Drop Bear in LC200N. Okay, clutch lock, really really nice, really comfortable, really good ergonomics, phenomenal. This is the Lander 2 S35VN modular. So like they have open source scales on this bad boy. Oh, that's hard. It's hard. So here's the thing. Hmm. I'm gonna pick. I don't know. Actually, that's a tough one because I like the idea of the scales here, and I like the steel. I like LC200N so much more than S35VN. It's not even funny. I actually kind of like the feel of the handle. You know what? I'm gonna go with the drop bear, but it's only just by slight amount, slightly, very slightly. It's a tough call, right? Like, Paul, I mean, that's a tough call, right? No, I just had it. I just put it down. That's what happened. Oh, speaking of flashlights, I am in absolute love with this right now. This is the Well Tool T13G. This thing has phenomenal high CRI output. That's the low. That's the high. Like crazy good. S35 has been outclassed. That's what happened. It just happened. S35 has been outclassed. I mean, look at this. Look at this knife. Let me pull it up. Uh, let me pull this up real quick. Uh, like, look at this right now. MKM just came out with a Ben Peterson design. By the way, I handled this at Blade Show. I didn't even post the video, but the Yipper is 140 bucks with MagnaCut blade steel, right? Like, eh? It's this knife is so good. I'm telling you right now, this knife is really, really, really good. Like, it's not a good time to be S35 because MagnaCut is just outclassing it in every way. You know what I mean? I really like the new Rovivon lights, but they have a problem with E-switch flashlights in general. They're just very easy to press, and there's options where you half press it, and it's such a small distance, it's really hard to control. Like I like mechanical switches. I think mechanical switches are way better in general for flashlights. Um, yeah, I just prefer them. Yeah, it is a good, actually, like it helps to not have too much light back here. I could turn on the light, and actually, I had a light over here, but it died on me. So there you go. All right, let me close this out for just a second. So, do I think Roxxon could put their interchangeable blade system on the KS2? Um, no, not as they have it. They'd have to redesign it. I have some exciting news though, and they said I could share this. They are already in design for a Swiss Army knife like tool that will work with their modular system. Not just like cutting off an arm, but like of the multi-tool, but literally designed to be like a modular version of that. So they are working on that like right now. So that's really exciting. Will you be post? Okay, I'll answer this question as well. Will you be posting anything on Blade Binge? Absolutely. I have gotten really far behind on content, and I've been working on trying to catch up. I have a lot more to do, but it is very much a necessity that I put stuff on Blade Binge, which used to be NAF sale. I like the system. Um, the way I'm going to do it is members are going to get a 24-hour head start. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a spreadsheet out with all of my pricing and what it is up front for the members. And I'm going to make it go live for everyone. When it goes live, though, the members will know when that is. So if they really want a knife, they can be there when it happens. So I'm trying to give added benefits to being a member, channel partner. And so that's one thing I'm going to do for sure. So that's one thing I like about Roxanne is that they're innovating so much. Well, the thing is I know the engineer and the owner, and he listens. The thing is he listens, and the problem is people have been talking to Leatherman and telling them about mods they make and everything. They're like, "Oh, that's cool. I'll pass that on to an engineer," and nothing happens. So they were given all this information for free, and they could have a loyal group of people basically giving them free input all the time, but they didn't want any of that. They wanted to do everything in house. That's what happens when you kind of have a circle jerk there, like right, like the P4, the P4 and the P2. That they worked on that for 7 years, and they said it was the best thing ever. Right, no outside input, and that's what happens. Roxxon is actually listening to people. Like I said, you need to up the materials. He's like, yeah, 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 we'll do that, and he did. He did. He upped the materials. The Roxxon Flash got upgraded both the pliers, the blade, and the implements, and they actually improved the implements greatly. And they also updated the KS2 to the KS2E, and that upgrade is monstrous. Like it's only $8, and then you get a bit kit, and you get D2, and you get German 4116, which is not much better than what they were using. So yeah, it's surprising. You listen to what people want, and you give them what they want, and you sell stuff. It's amazing, how that works. I don't know. It's like it's like things happen when you actually listen. It's amazing. Oh, so Roxxon actually, I'm hoping they send me the whole thing, like all of the tools that are working. That would be super cool to be able to showcase that. I don't know if that's going to happen. Um, but I'm hoping. And they have two different size diamond files. They have a small one for the small slot, and they have a large one for the large slot. And the diamond file has two different grits, which is really cool. I mean, we try. Like, I want Leatherman to be successful, for God's sakes. I want them to be successful, but you can't keep borrowing on your credibility. You can't keep playing defensively. You have to talk to people. What are you trying to do? Where are you trying to go? What's the whole point? Like, there's no narrative, right? They have not created any narrative about where they're going. What are they doing? Where's Leatherman going to be in 10 years? We don't know. They haven't told us. The guy who's the CEO of Leatherman is an incredible engineer. He's the one who led the design of the original Leatherman wave. That's the guy, right? He's the CEO right now, has been for a number of years. I have no doubts that he has the design chops, the capability. I just don't know if he has the fire you need to be successful. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you need to have you need to Steve Jobs. You need somebody who's like intense, right? Yeah, and the garage tools is an absolute disaster for them. Holy moly, what a absolute travesty that thing was. No, no, Tim just stepped down. So Tim just stepped down as CEO, like I think it was like 7 or 8 years ago, something like that. I mean, he was getting older. He was done, and that's perfectly. He should have. I mean, he did a great job. I know he was there up until the Leatherman Mutt. That was one of his last masterpieces for sure. I think he was there through part of the Signal, maybe? I don't know. I have to look it up. Like they have some very good engineers, but you can't an engineer will design whatever you tell them to. But like you got to get feedback from outside the company to help the engineers know where to go. The engineers are capable of doing magical things with these materials and steels and everything else, but you got to tell them maybe you shouldn't make the geometry on that magna cut blade so damn thick. Like, who was telling them that? Like, if they had just asked a knife guy, hey, how's this knife? And they'd be like, well, it's really, really thick behind the edge, which makes it a really bad slicer. Oh, really? Really? And like, they would have gotten feedback and then be like, oh, we should change that. And then they change that. And then it would be really great. It's like, this is not rocket science, right? Well, everyone has a wave, everyone, yet they will never stop making them. There's no store. You can't find a way. Actually, that's not true because they stopped carrying them in Lowe's and they stopped carrying them in Walmart. And I haven't even seen them at Dick's Sporting Goods anymore. So it's actually quite difficult to find a Leatherman wave today. And God forbid you have to find a bit kit. Good luck. They do need like yeah, yes, this is what they need. But they could do that because like if you have a membership program like they do, you could reward people by saying if you hit a certain level, you can be part of our special group, which you have to sign an NDA, and they will give you the tools as feedback. And basically, they get massive amounts of information that they can use to their benefit, but they don't do that. And what I'm talking about is basically um, what Olight does. They have 10, like 5,000 people that are yellow diamond or better, including myself. I was the yellow diamond before I even started working with them. And you can buy their flashlights for half off, and then you're basically paying them to give them feedback, right? I've talked about this before, but it's obvious. Like there's ways to do it. The big kit is a huge problem. They had them not for sale anywhere in the US for 6 to 9 months. That's terrible. And it's dependent on like think about how many tools are dependent on that kit. So I actually don't have a problem with them making the blade really thick for the exact reason that you stated. People don't understand how to take care of a blade and they use them for prying tools and stuff. Like this thickness on this tip is insane. It reminds me a lot of the same blade on the Leatherman Signal. So I don't think it's unprecedented for having a really thick grind like that. It's not a great knife. It's a decent utility knife. It does okay. It's just not like it's not this. It's not this absolute masterpiece of cutting geometry. Like this thing is a laser beam, right? Like that's good. It's interesting. It's an interesting theory. So Leatherman probably just wants to sell less tools from no. In the long run, that doesn't work. It doesn't work, unfortunately. It's a bad strategy. It's a really bad strategy, and I doubt that's what they're going for. This is true, but unlike Leatherman, if this does not work for them, they will immediately fix it. I promise you that within 6 months, if this is not what they want, they will fix it immediately, right? How long does it take Leatherman to fix the problem? Years? It's too long. All right. Take care, guys. For those who are heading out. So I know we're running a little bit after, but it's okay. I like, you know me, I like to chat. It was the Leatherman Super Tool 300M was a really good deal, and then I said something. I opened up my big fat mouth, and it immediately jumped up in price, like $20. I was like, no, I was so annoyed. But yes, it's still a decent deal compared to everything else. But it has both problems now. It has to deal with the new cutters, and you have to deal with the bit kit system. So it's a double whammy. But at least it comes with a bit kit system. And an extender, which is nice. And the extender is actually a big deal. I think they should all come with extenders, at least. Yeah. The solution is to make more sales, lower cost, so that you get more people to continually come back and enjoy your product and your brand. That's how you do it because you cannot cannibalize your own market and have any long-term growth. You must expand your market share. And Leatherman is doing nothing but contracting because they're not thinking clearly. The Leatherman arc is great for those who already love Leatherman. It is not going to be great for everyone. The bond, the curl, those are the key tools that are going to bring them back. But we should see a PST2 version of the bond. We should, without partial serrations, by the way. We should also see a Leatherman curl with a saw instead of a file. Those two tools should have happened years ago. And where are they? It's just stupid. Sorry, it's dumb. And then you could discontinue the Wingman and the Sidekick, which are both terrible tools. Anyway, sorry. I get a little annoyed by this stuff. I'm glad you found a good deal. It's pretty much the only SOG tool that I recommend, pretty much. Yeah, the curl is the thing. It's good. It's actually a good tool. Even at the price point it is now, which I think is $90, it's still good. Bring back the squirt. Not gonna happen. Here's the good news. I can't really show it to you. Let's just say that I have a prototype on my keychain that I'm excited to show you guys. That might actually help you a little bit. That's all I'm gonna say. Coming soon. As soon as I'm allowed to talk about it, I will. As soon as I'm allowed to talk about it, I will. But I can't. So, soon. But you know I like to tease. So, there you go. That whoever manages Leatherman stock should lose their job. I mean, think about it. They can't keep anything in stock. It always comes out. And I actually believe that the P2 and the P4 are actually discontinued. I actually, at this point, think it's going to be exactly like what you saw with the Crunch. They're going to come back very shortly, and then they're going to be sold out, and that will be the end of that. Pretty sure. No, sorry. 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 Coming soon. It's going to be awesome. Gonna be awesome. I got to get a couple more. I got to send one to Ben Peterson. I got to get one for my daughter. I got to get one for everyone. It's perfect. It's a perfect keychain tool. We'll talk about it later. But it's a little ways off. It's a little ways off. It's going to be towards the end of the year. What, the $100 hoodies? Oh no! So this is too good. Go over to This is just tells you how badly Leatherman's in trouble. Go check out their clothing wear. If you think Leatherman's doing great, just check out their clothing wear and tell me that's the actions, that's the kind of stuff that someone who's doing well like participates in. Just check it out. Just go look. I know we'll do it together. What am I doing? I forgot I could do that. Let me pull it up. Well, actually, let me share this. Okay. Oh, look, apparel. Apparel. What could there be here? $30 hats. What a steal. Actually, the shirts aren't terrible, but where's the hoodies? I want to show you the hoodies. You got to see this. Wait, do they not have it anymore? They used to have them. Oh, they don't have them anymore. Okay, so they at least stopped. Wait, hoodies. Let me see the hoodies. Wait. I swear to God, I clicked on hoodies. What? Took me. Okay, I guess they don't have them anymore. Never mind. They were $100 a piece. First of all, they were $100 a piece. That was what I was saying. Well, let's take a look at Leatherman's lineup. Let's see what's out of stock. First of all, if I go to Free P2 right now, is it in stock? Not available. What about the gift box? Nope, not available. What about the Free P2? Where's the P2? P4, I mean. Actually, they're not showing here because these are the only ones that are currently in stock. The free T4, which doesn't sell well, is $70. The free T2, which doesn't even come with a pocket clip, is $50. They have no idea what they're doing. They have absolutely no idea. They are just they have no. I don't understand. I just don't get it. Yeah, the awful puke colors. Yeah, let's take a look. Let's take a look at these slick little colors. Check this out. Oh man, that was so worth the extra investment and time to make that powder coat, man. Because everyone wants puke green. And this green actually is decent at least, and the blue, not actually that blue. It's more like really light blue. And then this color, I love the shitty. I mean, sorry. Just who is buying this? Can someone explain that? And why is the plain version the same price as the powder coated versions? Shouldn't it at least be a little cheaper? Like $10 cheaper? Something like that? I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. Who knows? It's a mystery. But okay, I want to check out the curl for a second. First of all, can we talk about the fact the Micra is $50? It's not even that great. I mean, the tools on the inside are good, but the scissors are not good. They used to be, but they're not that great anymore. 50 bucks. No. Uh-uh. So look, the Leatherman Bond, the new blades right there. See it. New blade. New blade design. Where's the like yeah, right here. Right there. It's right there. And they gave me the wrong one. They even have the new updated picture down here. Like, what? Where? Why? Anyway, I will get that fixed as soon as possible. Yeah, but then why pick the worst colors possible? If they're trying to be like Swiss Army knives, why would you pick the worst colors possible? Riddle me this. No, no, it has nothing to do with it. Believe me, Leatherman does not want to give up on the profits that they make from the bit kits. The bit kits make them so much money. I guarantee you that they have it's purely mismanagement that's causing the problem. 100%. No way. Um, Now, from what I told when I talked to Next Tool team, they weren't sure they were going to make the bit kits. I suggested that they do so and explained why it was such a good idea. They liked the idea, at least the individual I talked to, but you just never know that stuff, you know. And you don't know what the time frame is going to be for that kind of thing either. But they should include the bit kit with that new pocket knife that they have. I think it'd be really good. Yeah, there was somebody told me they were there, and then I looked and they were gone. Basically, that's what happened. Um, that's basically what happened. You know, I actually can I tell you something? I really like the T2, the K2, and the specifically the K2. This one right here. I really like this tool, but damned if it's not. It's definitely not a $90 tool, right? This is at best. I'm going to spend $70 on this. That's $20 less than it's currently going for. Best case scenario. I wouldn't spend more than that. And the other problem is the pocket clip is positioned in a place where it's not that comfortable in your hand either. I like the blade. I like the blade shape. I like the hollow grind geometry. I just, it just was, that price is insane for 420 HC. It's that simple. It just doesn't make sense for that price. Not even a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely call someone up about that curl. I'm sorry, the bond. That really annoys me. It's too bad too, because like otherwise it would have been a perfect video. All right. You know what though? If they kept the price and they made it 154 cm, I'd be down for that. Dale, if it was 154 cm, I would have bought it by now. At the same price though. They can't change the price. The price is the same. They just make it 154 cm. I'd be down with that so quickly. It'd be no problem. Ashton said, "What's up with the bond?" Uh, they gave me the old one. I wanted the new one with the new rounded blade and stuff, like so I could showcase the fact that they have updated it. But they sent me the old one, so very annoying. They need to get rid of the sidekick, wingman, and bolster because they showcase even worse quality control than normal with implements that are worse than the ones that are a step above. And something like the bond that's only $10 more than the bolster with a very good tool set. I mean, it's the Leatherman PST, right? And much better quality than the sidekick and wingman, which are more expensive. That doesn't show well, and they need to fix that. They definitely need to fix it. Anyway, it has been a really nice time. I'm curious what you guys think about the streaming setup. I definitely am going to be improving it, learn some things. There should be an improvement to the audio next time. I'm going to get the microphone, so it'll get it all set up. And yeah, we're good to go. I think that's pretty much it for this one. See, what you do is you get rid of the wingman, the sidekick, and the rev and the bolster. You get rid of that entire line, and then you make the saw version of the curl, right? And you stop trying to compete in a market that you can't win. You focus on making quality products that are worth the price because you're better off buying the bond. You're better off buying, so you're waiting a little bit longer and getting the curl or whatever that other tool would be called because they're higher quality. They basically match the quality of the components in something like the wave. That's what you want to do. You want to get people, you want to show people your best face, not your worst one. And they are just quality control nightmares, those other tools. Oh, yeah. Good point. Well, they're never going to be Chris Reeves. That's for sure. Um, what I will say is, though, is maybe his son, who is still working for Leatherman, can turn this stuff around. I don't know. Maybe he seemed pretty passionate about what he does, and really, you need someone who's passionate and driven. So maybe he's the one who needs to be at the helm. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is they need to, at the very minimum, start communicating with people again. That's a starting point. That would be cool. Got to remember that it's very difficult to put that head in any multi-tool. You're going to have to really have something very wide. If you've ever seen what happens with a crunch to make that all fit inside, it's quite a magical thing. Can you ask Nextool to fix the issue with their flagship Pro scissors? You got a flimsy metal holding it in place that has a big tendency to break. Well, I talked to Nextool at length about just steel in general and materials. They have to up their game. For one thing, if they don't, Roxxon's going to completely leave them in the dust. Roxxon is already this close to hopscotching past SOG and even Gerber if they're not careful. Like the improvements to the plier on the Flex, which makes it thicker and a little bit stronger, and it definitely felt more premium to me. These are major improvements that are going to catch up to these bigger manufacturers. I don't think anything's going to beat the MP600 blunt nose anytime soon from Gerber, but they still need to be aware, right? Yeah, I saw these. I saw these as well. In fact, um, uh, what's his name? Like, I cannot remember him right now. I just saw a video where they were demonstrating these as part of an everyday carry. My feeling with the smaller extra smalls is that they actually work better in a softer holder. I don't think I'm of the opinion that hard cases or even hard wallets tend to be pretty uncomfortable and they're kind of inflexible, as is their nature. They're not great, and they kind of don't emphasize the benefit of the extra small, which is being like really tiny. Like I put mine in my wallet and it disappeared. Pretty cool. Oh, you mean it make it like a here, let me show you something. Check this out. Keep leaving my flashlight over here. Mhm. Oh, huh. You cannot. Oh, there. Here they are. Have you guys seen these? So these are a small 4-inch pair of snap-on slip joint pliers. Very, very good. And they basically they basically do a lot of the things that you're looking for. Definitely something to check out. These are awesome. And they do have technically have cutters, they're just not great. Yeah, thank you. I'm always shocked when people quote me and I'm like, am I really that reputable? I don't know if I feel that reputable. I have not yet, but I will take a look. Okay, so it is 10:30. I'm gonna call it a night. It's already getting a little late. I want to thank everyone for stopping in. I really appreciate it. It is always a good time. And yeah, thank you. Thank you for your time. And we'll talk again real soon. I need like a little exit thing for sure. See you guys later.